Technology has become a great asset to education and productivity in many businesses. With technology changing so quickly, it is hard to be able to keep up with appropriate copyright laws. It's also hard to understand how we can ensure privacy when still using technology and cloud based systems. Also, technology requires a new understanding of plagiarism and how that can be avoided within the classroom and in higher education. The digital divide is also another concern with technology. We may understand copyright laws, fair use laws, or how to help keep information private, but even with this ever changing technology, there can be many issues that lie in creating a gap between those that understand and are technology literate and those who are illiterate when it comes to technology. In order to help bridge the digital divide, we must use organizations as models. Many organizations have created partnerships with other organizations to help them build their understanding of technology and to have more technology resources available. When we as a community want to build our digital understanding, we need to also consider how we can partner with other organizations and communities to help provide various digital resources to our community members. We also need to search for organizations that are willing to voluntarily contribute to the community so that they can be more successful with technology and become literate with different technology devices. Even after partnering with organizations that are going to help the community to build their resources, we first need to figure out the community's needs. We have to determine what the community already has, what assets and resources does the community currently have that they can use to help community members become technology literate. We also need to support organizations already working towards closing the digital divide. These organizations can be nonprofit organizations or government agencies that are trying to help others get technology resources in their community as well as understand how to effectively use this technology. Another important part of community needs is making sure to search for low-cost offers that could provide the community with their needed resources. The community may already have certain assets and resources available to them, but after looking at those assets and resources, it is easy to see what kind of needed resources the community will want to try to discover. And looking for those low cost opportunities will provide the community with more chances to get their hands on technology and become literate in the digital world. Even when communities have the resources that they need to use technology to advance their abilities, they are going to need digital literacy to better inform them and help them become great users of technology. One of the great things about helping communities become digitally literate is it builds their confidence with working with current technology and future technology. We have to use well-qualified tutors that understand technology and what digital literacy means so that they are able to help communities understand new ways that they can use technology to benefit everyone within the community. We also need to consider how we can help isolated communities. There may not be many resources of people who understand digital literacy, And therefore, we need to figure out ways that we can help those isolated communities that may have the technology but not the literacy to use that technology. Educators are also another important part of digital literacy. They must work with others, including community members and people around the world, to provide appropriate multimedia learning materials. With this early education opportunity for students to become digitally literate, they will be able to access information and use technology in a way that will help them become true learners. Even though students might have similar technologies within their schools, it doesn't mean that there's not still a gap in their digital literacy. This is why we need to make sure to provide opportunities for students to not only use technology, but to become literate with the different types of technology that are available to them. As mentioned before, early education is a very important part of digital literacy. Technology literacy is important for the success of students throughout school and life. They may have lots of technology available to them, but if they do not feel confident or know how to use that technology, it becomes useless. Also, low-income families have less access to technology and therefore need early education in how they can use resources within the community to help them build their technology literacy. The fewer opportunities that students have to communicate and learn digitally, the less likely they are going to be able to be successful in school and life. Technology is something that is here to stay, and we need to provide early education to help these students be prepared for careers in the future. Early intervention is an important part of reading, writing, and math success. So, early intervention in technology is also important. If we're going to provide the resources for students to become good readers, good writers, and good mathematicians, we also need to provide them with the opportunities to use technology to better suit them in their learning process. Technology can also support students with learning difficulties. So, the use of technology in early education is a vital component to helping all students succeed for their futures. With technology ever changing, we have to be prepared to help our students learn about technology and what is available to them. We may understand the various copyright laws and fair use laws that we need to abide by in our classrooms, but if we're not also concerned about bridging the digital divide, then we have many issues in our education system. We not only need to provide communities with lots of technology, we also need to provide them with classes that help them to understand how the technology can be used so that they can efficiently use this and feel confident enough to use this on their own. Early education with technology is very important to helping students succeed in the future. The earlier and more opportunities that we can give them to work with technology, understand technology, and even build an understanding of areas like copyright and plagiarism will help them prepare themselves for college and for their careers.